guys, welcome back or welcome to the vlog if you're new here. I am doing this a little different this time. I'm filming this after editing this vlog, and I just wanted to say thank you for being here if you're a regular and if you watch my vlogs. I'm gonna be candid, the quality of these vlogs has not been where I want it to be, just like resolution wise and video wise. I'm sure you have noticed that if you have watched my vlogs and if you watch vlogs regularly. I figured that my camera, I have the Canon G7X, was kind of dummy proof when it came to video, because it is kind of that way for photo. Like, it's hard to mess it up. You can get a really good photo being an amateur photographer. You don't have to be a professional. And I feel like that's the reason why so many people like this camera. And I just figured that that was kind of the same for video. But I'm learning that it's not. I thought that the quality was more of a product of the tool I was using and how I was exporting stuff. And I think that's still a factor. Like, I do think that made a difference, but I am learning that I think I can actually edit the settings on this camera and have clearer video. So I hope that's actually the case. As I'm looking at myself now, I can see that the quality does look better. So I'm hoping that is the case when I sit down to add this to the vlog. But I feel like people have this camera and can get really good quality with it. So we're gonna keep trial and erroring. It is such a learning process. I am still very new to vlogs, so I appreciate everyone's patience with me as I continue to figure this out. Yeah, I hope that all my vlogs from here on out can be really high quality for you guys. I want to learn, I want to keep getting better. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for being patient. And I hope this is the last vlog that you have to watch that isn't as great quality. I notice it because I like to watch vlogs on TV, not on my laptop. I don't think it's bad on the laptop, but it's still not as good as it could be. But I really notice it when it's like blown up on the screen. So again, I hope this is better. Love you guys and hope you enjoy this week's vlog. I'm at Trader Joe's because I have to pick up some things. I actually have to film a collab for this like cookware brand, and I need to get some stuff to make the food. So I'm gonna run in really quickly and we'll make it for dinner tonight. So they just opened the Mendocino in Mill Valley, which I've been counting down the days. It's literally my favorite salad of all time. And they make really good sandwiches. They have really good sides. I've been dying to have this up here because I actually don't have like a go-to salad. I do love the comfort salad in San Anselmo, but that's just so far and it's not easy to get to. So this is like gonna be our new go-to.
This is still easily number one.
Way above sweet green and mix.
Oh, definitely. And they chop it up so nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
We're gonna get this a lot. This is a great size.
This is just as good as I remember. It's the crispy quinoa for me, but also jicama. I think it's jicama. The perfect avocado. Have I got the modern Caesar, which actually I don't know if I've ever had that. And it was really good. You want to try this one?
I like that dressing.
It's like a chipotle vinaigrette. And then I also got their Get Your Greens juice. I don't know if it's like a juice because it's sweeter, but they mix greens and cucumber into the lemonade, which does make it not super sweet, honestly. I was gonna get a lemonade, but I was worried it was too sweet. Yeah, I'm so happy this Mendocino is opened in Mill Valley. Right now, I'm spending some time trying to map out in our potential new design. This is new. We're looking at the same wall here. I don't think I've shown you guys the potential designs yet, but this is the same wall. Originally, we thought we were going to move the gas line to here and have that be the focal point of the wall. What's important to remember in both of these is you don't see this view from anywhere in the kitchen because technically our kitchen kind of cuts off here, and if you were looking at the stove you actually wouldn't see much to the right of it. Same here, like you would maybe see this if you were standing across from this and then not see this side. Important to consider. We did think that this range was going to be like the focal point of this wall. It's much easier not moving the range, so we are exploring that here. So this would be opposite the fridge in the new design. This range would be opposite this fridge. I kind of like it in this corner, and we're adding that arch to the right. But right now I'm just trying to map out and see if I have enough storage space for everything, because we are doing a lot of open shelving, and what I'm considering at the moment is potentially getting rid of these, because if I want to work by the stove and have this as my workstation, I feel like it would feel so tight having the uppers, so I almost just want to carry the backsplash over, have that lip go all the way around and axe the uppers. And right now it is looking like we have enough storage. Like our kitchen's still big. There's so much storage over on the coffee bar side, throughout here, and then if we look at this again, like this is so much space. So I'm thinking we might be able to get rid of them, but this is your guys' first look at like potentially what's going on in here. Okay, I wanted to show you guys some clothes that I got in from J.Crew. I love J.Crew. I feel like it is such a good price point for like some really good staples. And everything I've gotten so far, I love. I have some jeans and pants and like button downs, so I kind of got something similar this time. As you can see, I'm trying to branch into color. I have color on today, which is pretty atypical for me, but I do feel like dressing in color brings me so much joy. And one thing about me is I know I have more masculine style. Like, I will not usually be seen in something super girly unless it's like the dress code calls for it. You guys know I love a blazer. I mean, that was my uniform for so long, and I love a button down. I love anything with a collar. I love a polo so much. Polos might be like my favorite shirt. Short sleeve, long sleeve polo, like I'm about it. No surprise I got a button down. This color, this neon yellow, is obviously harder to wear. It is in my palette though. And I got a brown button down recently that I've been wearing all the time. And I have white button downs and like basic ones. So I'm like, let's do a pop of color. This is super lightweight, which I love for the summer. And I just feel like I can style it super cute and hopefully be tan when I wear it. But this is the first thing, and this is just their Jules Classic Fit shirt. This is also in a size 4. I wanted it to be a little bit oversized, so I did size up, and I believe it's cotton. Yeah, 100% cotton. And then this, also with a collar, is a little cardigan. This is actually a cashmere cardigan, and it is so soft, but it is like thin. So I feel like it's perfect for spring and summer when you don't want to be in a thick sweater, but for, you know, those cooler nights maybe, or just breezier days. This color is gorgeous, and I love that it's like mixed with that same kind of yellow, but it's 100% cashmere. Fab. And then these fun pants, I actually, you guys, I'm a little alarmed. These are kind of large. I think they sent me the wrong size. We'll see how this looks. I do love an oversized pant, so that might be okay. But I have these white linen pants that I have worn and owned for the past like 3 years from Amazon. They're actually men's pants, and I love that. They're great. They're the perfect oversized linen pant. I take them on every Euro summer trip that I've taken. They're the perfect pant to the beach. I love dressing them up for dinner and doing like a heel or a sandal and then like a skimpy little top. I think it's just the perfect juxtaposition with like a baggy menswear pant. But that's the only white pant I own. So it was time for a little bit of an upgrade, and I'm hoping these look good. They are cropped, I think, which I don't know if I'm gonna love, but I was hoping since I'm shorter, they would not be too cropped on me. Let's try them on. Okay. See, I'm already glad I sized up, and maybe we could have even sized up more, but this shirt is so cute. I feel like if you wanted to tie it, you can tie it. I've been loving that look because I saw the Broochie Walker shirt styled like this, and I have not been able to stop thinking about it. I love it more open. You could probably do a cute like popped collar moment. The reason I say size up, and I wish I maybe sized up more, is there's not a lot of room in the arm actually. So the cuffs always feel like super tight on these shirts, but to keep it looking more relaxed and less formal and businessy, I always like to pull it up. You can kind of just mess with it, but usually I like doing like a bigger tuck or roll. So this is nice. This is actually like so soft and super breathable. I would probably do a different bra situation underneath, but I love that. Pants, I don't know. Let's see. So these are the pants. They are more structured and stiff. I don't dislike that. I don't know if I'm loving that they're a small, because I think I asked for an extra small and they feel like they run oversized. I'm just feeling like there's a lot of bagginess in this area. I don't know, do I hate the length? The length is almost like in an awkward place where it looks like it should be full length, but they're floods, kind of. So, I don't know about these. These are a maybe. Okay, and then this, I actually didn't realize this was like a 3/4 sleeve, but it's so comfy and just easy. And this just feels like I'm wearing a polo. So this is very much my vibe. I am touching up my makeup for dinner. Tonight is actually our 2-year wedding anniversary for our Lake Como wedding. So we celebrate both our civil and our Lake Como wedding. We definitely consider like the civil wedding our true anniversary, but we celebrate both because why not? So I'm getting ready for dinner. I actually did my makeup this morning, and this was the first time I used this new Mary Phillips. It's so good. I talked about it on my Instagram today, but this is the underpainting palette, and this is everything to me. Definitely want to film a tutorial using them for you guys, but I wanted to mess with it first one time and come with like better tips and tricks. And I wanted to do it today because this makeup is gonna last 12 plus hours, so I felt like it was a good test. Overall, like it's been wearing really nicely. I just wanted to kind of touch up because I went in really light today with the foundation. I wanted a little bit more coverage for dinner. Such a good match. It's olive undertones, which I always love when a brand has olive shades. I actually feel like I'm wearing little to no makeup, but it's giving what it needs to give, and we love that. Here is the fit. This beautiful top on from ALC. It's blue and brown with these random Zara jeans. I could not tell you the style number or anything. I got them a while ago and they're quite long, but honestly I kind of like when they're dragging a little bit, and it is nice with a heel. These are my Manolos that I always wear. This is probably one of the best vintage finds I've ever had. They're just so walkable with the heel. Got them on Poshmark actually. I wear them all the time. They kind of are my like nude heel. I have my brown Bottega. She's been getting a lot of mileage. I actually have been using her as my dinner clutch, and I love that it's really, really dark, so it does almost pass for black if you didn't want to go for a brown vibe, but I do love the brown a lot, and I do feel like I wear it more because it's brown. That's the look, and we'll see if I can find a jacket. It is a stunning day. We needed this. I feel like we have not had really good weather since like that heat wave we had in February where I was like working outside every day. I did want to show you guys this new outdoor rug I got because I've been dying to find an outdoor rug for our deck. I feel like it just pulls it all together. It makes such a difference. Rugs inside and outside make such a difference. We have Gigi girl. She is, I mean, it's Gigi approved. She's obsessed with it. We went neutral and it looks plain now because I feel like it really isn't styled too much, but in case we ever like wanted to use it with our couches and chairs, or if we ever change up the look of this, I wanted a rug that would just go with everything. So it does have this nice like woven pattern. It is like thin, it's an outdoor rug, so obviously that's fine. But I did go with the 8x10 because we do have a larger table, and with a table and chairs you always want to be able to pull out the chair fully and still have it on the rug. So this is really the perfect size, and I'm just so happy we finally have one. But once we like host and have tablecloths and flowers and things, like this will look a little less boring. Gigi loves. Yeah, I'm gonna do some gardening. I had moved all of our strawberry plants to a raised bed because they kept getting eaten and taken and stolen, but I feel like they're not thriving there, so I do want to move them back into the garden, but with my hardware cloth as protection. So here I have my cloth, and I don't know if I showed you guys what we did with the tomatoes, but felt like they were outgrowing their hardware cloth that I put around them, if you guys saw in the last couple vlogs. So we made like a rectangle around the both of them, and that seems to be working well. Okay, so here's what we did with the tomatoes. We have our 2 plants in this rectangular cloth, and we just secured it with some zip ties, and nothing seems to be getting in there. So I do think I'm going to try to do the same thing. We have our peppers here. I have this open space. Maybe I will do it like long way. I try to do things without Kaveh because he's like, oh, you can do it, and I know I can do it. I just don't want to do it myself because it's so much easier when we're both here doing it. So I did most of it, and I'm gonna have him like really secure this with me when he gets home, but here's what we have so far. So I actually have 8 plants, not 6, but I'm doing this like so, and you can see the plants. Some of these are so small and so scary looking, so I'm hoping this helps bring them back to life. Okay, since we're making pizza tonight, I want to prep the dough. When I did this last week, was that last week? I did use store-bought dough. It was Trader Joe's. This time I got it at Whole Foods, so I hope it's as good. I was pleasantly surprised that the store-bought dough could be this good. It was my first time doing this final proofing method at home though. Before I would just like use it out of the bag, and now I know that is not the way to do it. This made such a difference, and I'll show you guys how I did it. I'm actually gonna break the dough into 2 halves this time because I wanna make smaller pizzas. I'm getting some flour out because I'm going to need these doughs. I have a cutting board down just so I can kind of cut it in half on the board. These feel about even. What I'm gonna do is I'm just going to take it and fold it on itself, and I'm gonna do that about 20 times. I saw this method on TikTok. I'd say 15. You're probably good with 15. You basically want to create some tension, and once you have it in a tight ball, you can stick it in an oiled bowl. Some olive oil. My Flamingo Estate, it's my favorite. This guy puts it tight side down. Last time when I made the pizzas, we have this griddle that we put on the grill, and I basically made a pizza the size of that griddle. I did like a rectangular shape, but this time I want to try to make circular pizzas because I feel like you can get the dough more consistent if you're trying to make it into a circular shape versus like a rectangle. It's hard to like, you know, toss it and get it evenly like thin and distributed with an oblong shape. Going to put this other one in the bowl, and these you can just leave out. I'm going to leave them out covered with a tea towel for about 3 hours is probably when we'll be ready to start cooking. They should be in good shape. Last time I did it, the dough like more than doubled in size, I feel like. We have these guys in the bowls. We'll come back and look at these later. Okay, I don't know how these foodie creators do it because this is so stressful because you're on like, you have to get the shot. Like there's only so much time. And when you're like trying to make all these different things and the sun's going down, like this is like chaotic. I'm obviously focused on getting the collab captured on my phone. So if the camera got it, great. But if it didn't, you know, there's always next time.